Hello. It is Wednesday, August 24th, and we are here to discuss episode 8 of the Challenge USA. All right, well, I am John Dunphy, and I am joined by the incredible Kyle Petty and the gorgeous Gina Morgino. And we are Jury Duty, your favorite Big Brother podcast. But sometimes we talk about other things, and tonight we are talking about the Challenge USA. So if you want to find us on the socials, you can find us at BB Jury Duty. That's on Twitter and on Instagram. You can also check out our fancy website. Thank you, Kyle. That's bbjuryduty.com. And I think now that we've got all that out of the way, we can get right into this episode. So, any initial thoughts right off the bat? Anything you guys really are dying to say?
Not right out of the gate, but this is a great episode. I'm getting so excited. Yeah, I'm getting so excited. Excited. I guess preliminary thoughts. I said I had nothing, but I guess I do. So we were talking, Tommy and I. There's such a social element to this game right now, right?
Yes.
Do you think we would have benefited from maybe 2 episodes a week?
Ooh. 2 episodes a week, 2 daily challenges a week, you think? Like all that?
It is interesting because obviously it's called The Challenge, but like this show focuses so much on the actual competitions. We always speed right through the game talk, but I feel like, I don't know if it's just because there are so many Big Brother players on this season or whatever it is. Like maybe it's because it is a reset and they don't have all of the backstory that like previous challenge players have on the other version of the challenge, but it feels like there is so much politicking happening and we don't get it.
Yes.
Yeah.
This is where the conversation came, because last week Tommy had checked out of our show. He said, I don't care about the challenge anymore. I'm leaving. And he went to bed. And I was like, what are you talking about? And so tonight, the only reason he stayed was because his Uber Eats delivery of Burger King was delayed. So he was he was kind of forced to like sit in the living room and eat with me. So now we're watching it. I'm like, so what's good with you in the challenge? Like, what happened? He's like, I just feel like we're missing a lot of stuff. And when I think about it, it's like these episodes feel very, very familiar to me because I feel like they're edited in the way the challenge always feels. But I have to agree. Yes, I do feel like we're speeding past all of the politics of this. And like, what was the point of the algorithm and all of this other stuff? Why mix all of these people if we're not going to spend enough time focusing on the politics of this one? Yeah. I guess that's all. Just wanted to see what you guys thought.
I feel like with multiple episodes a week and then multiple eliminations a week too, it would make the game go so fast that what would you think then of like introducing like a battle back or something like that? If we were to be getting rid of people that fast, would you be interested in something like that?
I mean, maybe. It's certainly not foreign to the challenge because, we have the Redemption House we've had on previous seasons and stuff like that.
Well, so are you saying multiple eliminations a week, or are you saying like one episode is the original challenge and the other episode is the elimination?
I'm saying, yeah, like what if it was edited in such a way that you had the challenge and the nominations, like the challenge winners nominations are one episode, and then it's the second episode of the week is really more focused on the house nominees and then the elimination itself.
So we're still only getting one elimination a week.
Yeah, we're still only getting one. I'm not saying speed the game up, but let me just see a little bit more of it, because we spend a lot of time on some of the politics in the conversation before the challenge, which feels like the original challenge. But then the real politics of the game, where we're really diving into how the dynamics of this algorithm are affecting the game, how the other challengers are chosen in the elimination. All that is like literally shoved into like 10 minutes. And then you're in the elimination. You do feel like you're missing some stuff. There has to be other conversations that we're not getting to see.
And I think we're definitely missing a lot, especially, I mean, even last week when Gina and I were talking about the challenge, we were talking for like 30 minutes, and then we're like, yeah, I think that's all I have, because it feels like
it's so cut and
much,
dry.
Yeah, like it's just kind of like the algorithm. There's very little minimal talking. Then we go right to the challenge. Again, very minimal talking, right to the elimination. Like it's just very, I felt like tonight we did get a little bit more.
We got a little more
chatter.
Yeah, but that's my only early thoughts. I feel like we're missing some things. Yeah.
Well, the game right off the bat tonight changed completely because TJ decided that he has gotten tired of this algorithm, even though he does still believe that it is perfect. He's over it. He's over the algorithm. He said we're all playing in individual games now. So what do you think about this? Are you happy that they've switched now from duos? You're happy we're individual now?
I always love me go individual. Yep.
Would you have been okay with him saying like whoever your pair is right now, that's just who you're paired with moving forward? Or like are you just happy that we're done with pairs altogether?
I'm happy that we're done with pairs altogether.
Okay. All right.
It feels like the challenges version of the merge. Like this is where the game really gets going. You know,
it's true.
We're playing for ourselves now. Now let's really see what's going on.
Yeah.
I like it.
It'll be interesting. Like it'll be interesting now too, because you're not going to have these duos that have, multiple shows in them, where it's like, oh, I want to target this person, but they're aligned with somebody that's that's on the show that I'm on or something like that. Absolutely. You won't have any of that anymore.
Yeah, game's wide open.
Yeah, it's nice to have a wide open game. So right off the bat, though, we saw some of the chatter that we saw, the Ben and Danny talk here, talking about staying true to like Survivor, at least for the time being. But Danny did make a comment saying that like if there's somebody in my alliance that I think is weaker than me but has the money that I need to get into a final, I'm going to go after that person. So like, what do you think of that now too? Like you just have the freedom to kind of go after whoever you want to now. It's really nice, right?
It is really nice, and I also feel like that was included for a reason. I think that is foreshadowing. We're going to see something go down. So I'm definitely expecting a Danny v. male survivor.
Right, and that is the benefit of a show like this, where it's not happening as it goes. They can edit things to be like, this is what's coming, get pumped about it. You know what I mean? Like they know how it ends up already. So we can get little moments like that of like, I think that's going to be something and more important down the line,
You chose to include that for a reason.
Right.
Yes, and I see you.
Yeah. This all felt very purposeful. Even Ben commenting that he, because there was a lot of drama surrounding Tyson, Sarah, and Ben, right? And we heard Ben commenting that he's going to have to work with Tyson, even if he doesn't necessarily trust him or really want to work with him. And they also made sure to include in there that Sarah mentioning, she's the only female player in there now too that doesn't have enough money to run the final. Mm-hmm. So, which I think all this stuff kind of comes up again as the episode moves on. So,
isn't that an interesting thing though? Because Sarah has really asserted herself into this position of being this badass bitch. Don't step to me unless you're ready to go down. And she's broke.
And I'm sure we're going to get into this as the episode goes along too. But I was floored at there was that little segment during the competition where you see her talking about Angela. And she's like, I don't understand why everybody's making Angela out to be this crazy big target. She's done nothing to deserve that title. There's nothing about Angela that she's done to prove herself. And I was like, are you on the same show that I'm watching? Yeah. Because Angela's won so many competitions.
Yeah, it's like, oh, she just had such an easy ride. And it's like,
Angela has won so many competitions. And Sarah has won Nothing.
A lot of mouth, a lot of this.
I was floored.
She had an easy ride because she's been winning everything. So and can you classify that as an easy ride?
Like, love Angela, hate Angela, indifferent to Angela, it doesn't matter. You cannot deny that she is a crazy good competitor.
Yes.
Angela had enough money to run TJ's final on night one. On night one,
Exactly.
Angela had earned enough money. So Sarah wanted to say, "Oh, Angela hasn't done anything to prove that she's this great competitor. She proved on night one that she is good enough to run in the final. Something that you have not proven yet, Sarah."
Right.
And she beat you more than once. That wasn't Angela's only challenge win.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So, shut up, Sarah.
It was wild to watch her say that.
That should be the new episode title.
Shut up, Sarah.
Shut up, Sarah.
Yeah, that's what I want to say.
The way you said Angela before too, John, the way you're like, Angela. I just wanted to like, comma, what's wrong with?
What's wrong with Angela?
What a great moment.
However we can work that in, this just makes me the happiest boy alive.
Yes. And now, so we've spoken about Angela quite a bit. I did want to make just one comment before we get into the daily challenge now. They made sure to feature Ben here having trouble sleeping. And we learned in this moment that Ben had a friend when he was serving in the military that passed away. And so this was a difficult moment. We were coming up on the anniversary of this moment. And so this was something that was difficult for Ben to deal with. And he was really trying to draw a lot of motivation from this moment. So just wanted to bring that up, mention that as we now move into the daily challenge, which was called Having a Blast. I don't really know why this was called Having a Blast.
I have to assume it was because they could have blasted people with the
hose. Yeah,
I don't know.
This just makes it sound like there was like explosions going on and stuff.
Right. Basically, I expected that when they actually won, there to be some like smoke, a colored smoke. Yeah. That denoted the win. You know.
Right. Something. But basically, they had to get a ride on this little speedboat type thing. Once they went from the speedboat, they had to jump onto this runway, which was very slippery. Had lots of soap on it.
Very soapy.
They then had to collect 4 keys. There were 4 keys. They had to run back and forth, get the keys, bring them to the safe, open the safe, and there's a flag. Kind of underwhelming to me, this challenge. What do you think?
I was surprised that we didn't see more people falling off of it.
Well, you had a lot of people.
As slippery as they made it seem, there was only one person that slipped off of it.
See, here's the thing, is that I don't think that the hoses were being used in the way that was intended.
No.
It seems like the hoses were supposed to be used to like throw people off, spray them in their face, try to knock them off the runway. Instead, the hoses were being used to help clean the soap off of everyone's runways so that they would have an easier time. And it was just
because we've seen competitions like this before where there's like blasting people, throwing stuff at people to make it harder for them to do the thing. That's what I was expecting. And then I wasn't seeing any. I was like, did I misunderstand the rules of the competition, or are they just not playing it right?
They're not playing it right.
They're not playing it right.
Although I still say, like, I don't know. I probably would have drowned if I played that.
I probably would have drowned.
Oh, like, 1,000%. The moment, like, I would have jumped off the boat and whoop, off, gone, done.
Like, I
would have been down for the count.
As easy as people were making this look, I would have drowned.
Not I, said the fly.
No way.
Oh, man. Come on. You wouldn't have drowned.
I don't think that I ever would have made the transition from boat to runway. I feel like I would have hit the runway and just slid across. I think that just would have been it. And then I would have been under what was supposed to be the base platform, and that just would have been hit. Like, I don't I don't see that going well for me at all. Mm-hmm. So, I mean, like, honestly, kudos to all of them for just making the transition alone. Who cares where you ended up?
That's true. That's true. Well, not everybody did make the transition, sadly. I will say it is important. It is important to note here that this was just a male elimination that we were having. That TJ
I would say that is of note.
Yeah, and how do you like that? How do you like that there's only one person eliminations now, not choosing the last male and the last female, and then they have to go against someone else? How do you like that?
I'm fine with it. Well. I don't know. You know what? If you're watching us tonight, you definitely already saw it. So it's not a spoiler, right? We can kind of skip a little bit. Sure. Since you're asking how I feel about it. Because my issue with this was Sarah trying to throw herself into this
Oh
male
my
elimination. And I
God.
just don't, it made me not fully understand what the rules were. I feel like this was edited poorly in the sense that, like, because you focused so much on the chatter around whether or not she was going to throw herself in, made me believe that that was even an option. Because she kept talking about it, but no one else was. And TJ said, "What male are you putting into the elimination?" Right. And then all the women came to the elimination dressed in jeans. So you knew you weren't going in yet. So stop trying to pull the wool over our eyes.
Right.
Right.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know. Like, the rules around it weren't clear, but I don't really mind it.
Right. Like, was she like trying to set herself up for the next elimination? It was all very.
Yeah.
She wanted strange. She wanted to go into this one, and it didn't make any sense. And it was another moment where I just wanted to say, "Shut up, Sarah!" Like,
yeah, seriously, that is the new episode title. It's absolutely decided now. Yeah. Well, let's get to who.
Yeah.
Let's get to who lost, because I have more to say on Sarah, but like, let's get there first.
Well, so the person that lost, there were some people that did very poorly. Kayla and Desi just went flying off of this runway, disqualified immediately. Luckily for them, it was a male elimination day. So Enzo, he came in last place, got a little banged up, needed some stitches, straight to elimination for Enzo.
Yes.
You know, and the winners here, which I'm happy to say that I predicted, were Angela and Ben.
Congratulations. Congratulations.
In Kyle's defense, you predicted the male winner that was runner-up. So you both nailed it.
You picked Angela and Leo.
Yeah. I thought it'd just be a fun thing to discuss on the pod. Yeah. You had predicted Angela and Ben. I had said Angela and Leo. So, not bad for us. Gina opted out, but clearly read it. So there's
chose not to participate.
Yeah, she read it but said fuck off, basically. All right, so now that we've said that Enzo was the loser here and that he got these stitches, here was my issue with this, because Sarah wanted to act like she was this badass bitch. Then she wanted to go in, I don't care that I'm going against a guy, blah 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 blah. But I don't think you would have been saying that if it wasn't for the fact that Enzo had already been injured.
Had an injury, yeah.
Yes, like you knew that he was going in.
You thought it was an easy beat.
Yes, don't act like I'll go up against anyone. I'm not necessarily saying that like she wouldn't, but like this was not the one to build your platform on.
Right.
Like come on now.
Did you see? There was a point when they were all out, right? Like they were all having their night out at the club. And Enzo was talking to Sarah and somebody else, and he was saying, like, yeah, it just sucks, I had to get these stitches, and now I got to go right into elimination. And then he like walked away, and Sarah made this face at everybody else that was standing there, and she was just kind of like as if oh, should I think about this? Like, he's hurt. Should I go in against him? Like, I just made this dumb look on her face that just made me want to say, shut up, Sarah, shut up.
What did she look like again?
Like this. Like that. That's how it went. Like that. I wish everybody that was just listening could see it.
I know, if you're audio only, I'm so sorry.
Oh no, they're clicking in. We'll be seeing them soon, and they'll be seeing us soon. Hello and welcome. You're at 18 minutes, and like I would say, start at like 18:30. Okay, 18:30 if you want to catch it on the video. Thank you.
Oh god.
Any Hoosers.
But so anyway, after the competition, Angela and Ben met with Enzo. So their talk wasn't really that interesting, though, to me. There wasn't really anything much that Enzo had to say to them here. The really interesting stuff happened after Enzo left, and Angela and Ben really got into their discussion. Because Angela's got this plan now. She really, really likes Alyssa, thinks that Alyssa is a very good competitor, wants to work with Alyssa. She feels like she's pretty much got, David and Enzo as allies also. What she really needs here now is the Survivor men to have her back. Because she knows that, people like Sarah, people like Kayla probably don't, So what do you think of this whole little alliance that seems to be forming here between the Survivor men and, Angela, Alyssa, Enzo, David, people like that? What do you think of this group?
I think it's good for Angela.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know that Angela, as much as I like her, in the game, I'm not sure how much I would trust playing alongside her if I was not coming from Big Brother. The Survivor men, I could see like you should just be careful around her. She definitely does not have your best interest at heart. She will always go Big Brother strong just because, like, with the exception of Tyson.
I was gonna say,
I was just thinking that. Yeah, just thinking that. Yeah, I think it's good for the Survivor men like Ben, like Danny for a time. It's good for them for a time.
Right.
But
Angela's not going to stick her neck out on the line for Dominic.
Right.
Absolutely. So not. Yeah, it's really about everybody else knowing where they rate on her totem pole.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's very interesting to me too, because you saw Ben acknowledge that, like, working this way with Angela really kind of puts Sarah and Desi on the outs. And it's interesting to see that, it wasn't too long ago that it felt like Ben and Sarah were really teaming up to target Tyson. Whereas now Ben has decided, no, like I might as well not try to fight this. I just need to work with Tyson. And you saw him go around to people like Danny and Tyson and Dominic and talking about how, like, hey, it's best for us to work with Angela. And it seems like Angela is just being set up like so perfect right now in this house. It really is incredible.
It is. We're going to have to see what happens once we get to a female elimination. Because Sarah's already got that itch. And I feel like things are being set up editing-wise in that direction. Sarah, we've already planted the seed, like for the viewers, that Sarah has this thing for Angela because she thinks she's got such an easy ride. The next elimination is female. We're setting up for a showdown at some point. Yeah, that wasn't put in there for no reason.
No.
No. So, yeah, I'm anxious to see where that goes.
Well, all right. But anyway, so now we had an elimination to do, right? We had an elimination. Enzo was going in, and we had to have somebody get chosen to go against Enzo. This is one of our classics. It was Hall Brawl, and we got Leo. Leo chosen by Angela and Ben. They both like Enzo, and they wanted him, I think, to have really the easiest opponent here, which I think, you're not really showing much like that. You want Enzo to come back if you put like Danny down there. So
right.
But what did you think of this elimination? I love seeing Hall Brawl. Did you have any predictions coming in? Did those predictions come true?
I mean, I see a competition like this, and I think of the fact that Enzo is already injured, and that doesn't really like bode well. So I don't know what I was really expecting, but I mean, no spoilers, but like I didn't expect him to have such an easy run of it as he did.
I thought it was going to be something a little more evenly matched between Enzo and Leo. That clearly was not the case. I have to say though, this looked like a shrunk down version of Hall Brawl. Didn't this hall look a little smaller than what we saw even in the Challenge 37? Like
a little bit of a small hall, you think?
Yeah, I thought it was a small hall.
You thought the hall was too small?
The hall was too small for a brawl.
It's a small brawl.
Small hall brawl. Yeah. That was my only comment. But no, I thought it was pretty evenly matched. But like Enzo really did kind of like dominate.
Smoked him, yeah.
Yeah. And Leo was talking all this big game about going for his stitches or whatever. That didn't age well. That didn't age at all.
It didn't.
No.
It literally
nothing. He looked like he really didn't have a struggle at all.
Yeah.
Even when he was talking about his win, he made no mention of the stitches. It's almost like he forgot as well.
Yeah.
Damn.
This pretty much went how I expected it to go, honestly. I kind of expected Enzo to take it pretty easily.
Kind of disappointing for our first.
I felt like Leo. Yeah, I felt like Leo did good. He did well with some of the like the more mental, I think, competitions and the eliminations. Thought he was good in those, but I don't know. As soon as it was like a contact, type of elimination, I just didn't think he was going to do very well.
Well, I thought he might be small enough and maybe fast and scrappy enough to kind of like be one of those people who kind of goes down low and kind of like sinks underneath and like slips.
They were yelling that at him too. There were people up top that were yelling like "Stay low."
Yeah, that's what I was expecting from Leo. I thought maybe like a strategic kind of a win. I wouldn't have expected him to win like elbow to elbow against Enzo, but I definitely thought
maybe
he could have
move like a cat.
Yeah, just kind of like get under, just get low and just kind of like zip underneath. Maybe even elbow his stitches.
Yeah, just get in there like a cat. That weirdo.
Enough with the cat.
What did you think? What did you think of Leo not going out to say goodbye to everybody? Did you catch that?
Lame.
I actually didn't notice.
Whoop.
Right?
Yeah, teaser was like, "Oh, Leo is taking some time to himself," and I was like, "What the hell is that? Lame, boo." Yeah,
that was seriously lame.
Totally
lame.
Yeah, really disappointed in Leo. Yeah, what a terrible exit.
Wow, Kyle, I know you said this like so long ago, but it just hit me like we were talking about the whole cat thing, and he lost to the meow meow.
He did.
Like that's so stupid.
Yeah. when Enzo got his first point, I looked at Tommy. I was like, the meow meow.
Wow. Do you think that the reason Leo didn't go out to say goodbye to everybody was because he was just mad? He thought he was going to win, and then he could yell like, "I'm the meow meow now," something like that. Do you think that's why he didn't go out? He was pissed, maybe.
I don't think anyone would say I'm the meow meow now, unless they just really enjoy the way that rolls off the tongue. It was a fun thing to say, meow meow now.
Right. Because Enzo's the meow meow. So like.
Right, but
Leo
no one can be the meow meow, even if you defeat him.
Only Enzo. Only Enzo can be the meow meow.
I don't want to see anybody else as no. Neither does Gina. Fine. That's Gina's favorite.
That is Gina's favorite. The meow meow.
Okay.
And now he's a champion. We're almost guaranteed to see him to the end.
True. Yeah. Meow meow's doo-doo pies.
Unless somebody
God.
Knocks him out. The meow meow.
I'm having a lot of fun with this. On the next on, we saw a little glimpse of Alyssa and Angela talking about how all the girls in the house are against them. All the girls are against them. And then we saw a little snippet of Sarah saying that she's coming for Angela. She's coming for her. She's out for blood. So those are some of the things that I saw on the next on that I'm looking forward to. Anything that you guys are looking forward to?
I am looking forward to the same. And I'm going to double down on it. And what I would like to see here, because we know it's a female elimination.
That's right.
I don't know how it can happen because I don't see either Sarah or Angela losing. But I want to see a Sarah and Angela elimination to another challenge classic. I want to see these two ladies do a pole wrestle. Come on. Let's get a petition. Change.org. I want to see Angela and Sarah in a pole wrestle. It already happened.
That would be fun.
There's no reason for a petition. I get it. But yes.
That would be a lot of fun.
It'd be best. I don't know who would win that. I really don't.
I mean, but that again, like I feel like I haven't seen Sarah do anything enough to know what her strengths even are.
Right. She's talking so much smack.
That means
see
nothing
her
to me.
in one of the most physical.
I don't care about what she's saying. I need to see her do something.
That's why I want to see her tested. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. She did win an elimination, right? That was with I think that was with Leo. I think they were down in the elimination together. But I felt like Leo really did everything in that. I think he really was the one.
What was that elimination? What was that?
I feel like that was the one with like the discs.
Whatever it was, you're right, because that's where we got that ridiculous gif and the memes of her going like this
turkey
and
leg
pointing. She was really mad.
I don't remember.
This was Leo and Sarah. A dark turn. They beat Azza and Cinco. This was the one. It had like the different color, width, like discs, and you had to stack them up. They were using like 1, 2, 3 to decide, and like 4 to decide like how big they were. Meanwhile, Aza and Cinco were just going like, this one's tiny, this one's small, this one's medium.
Yes, and they had like the number system to it, right? Wasn't that what it was? Yeah.
1 was the smallest, 2 the next, 3, 4.
Yeah. So we saw Sarah do that, but I'm curious.
That was
to see
all
what she
Leo.
does I'm curious to see what she does individually, especially since she's been talking so much smack about Angela.
Right.
And I wonder why the editing is like this. Do you think that Sarah might potentially throw this challenge to put herself in the elimination automatically?
She's been talking about
I wouldn't be
wanting
surprised.
to go in. Yeah.
It seems to me it would be better to just win a challenge than put herself in an elimination. Somebody said that tonight too.
Angela said that. Angela was like, "Why don't you?" Because she was like, you could tell that she was just thinking that this whole thing that Sarah wanted to go into the men's elimination because she wanted her money and this and that. Like, you could tell that Angela was just responding to that, being like, "Why don't you just focus on winning a daily challenge rather than trying to go into an elimination that's not even for us; it's for the men." Like.
I don't understand that. Yeah, she made me confused. It looks like that was not really an option. So I don't even know why they included that in the edit. Because even when TJ had said, what man are you sending into the elimination? Like, it wasn't an option.
Yeah. So dumb.
It's very strange.
It's very dumb.
Very strange.
So very quickly, we can just go over the bank accounts here that everybody's at currently. Angela and Tyson are at the top. They each have 16,000. That's now after Angela's daily challenge win in this episode. Wow. Okay. After that, we've got Alyssa. Alyssa's up at $12,500. Enzo has now jumped to $11,000 after taking out Leo in his elimination. He took $9,000 from Leo. Justine's got 8,000. Dominic's got 7,500. David and Kayla. Oh, Cache also has 7,500. David and Kayla has 7,000. Desi with 6,000. That leaves Sarah with 2,500 and Danny with 1,000. Oh, did I mention Ben? Ben got 6,000 after his daily challenge win. So there's only 2 people left in the house currently that don't have enough to run the final. One is Sarah at 2,500. The other is Danny. My winner pick with $1,000 has not earned any money since he got into the house.
I feel like I never even see I'll see Danny on the show and be like, "Oh my god, Danny's in this." Like, I just forget that he's there. We never see him.
No, we only see him when he wants to talk about Kiki.
That's right. We had a couple more Kiki shout outs tonight too. It was nice.
Of course we did. It's not nice. It's not.
I enjoyed it. I enjoyed it.
Enough. She has to be mentioned every episode because I imagine she's like rampantly insecure. That's all that tells me.
Oh my god. Maybe he's just madly in love with her.
No. I feel like she's like, you want to go away? I need to know you're talking about me all the time.
Listen, man. BB All Stars 22. We heard Tyler talking about Angela left, right, and center all day long. No, I heard more about Angela than I heard about anybody who was in the actual house. That didn't mean Angela was insecure.
I totally agree. But I will also say then, it doesn't mean that Angela's insecure, but she may not be insecure with herself, but she certainly is not secure with her relationship with him. And if we were potting at that time, I would have certainly negatively commented on that as well. But we weren't with us all on then.
We weren't with us all on then.
On that time. Yeah. Thank you. Wow. Thank you.
My goodness.
But too much is too much. Yeah.
I like it. I like hearing about Kiki. You know?
You're clearly the majority, though. Like that's what all Twitter is saying. People think it's very, very sweet. I just feel like it's ridiculous that that's the only thing that we really know of Danny from this season.
I think we should get a show after this. It's called Kiki and Danny.
Well, change.org is waiting for you.
But all right, well, anybody else got anything else?
I don't think so.
No.
No, nothing else you want to talk about?
Be here. No.
Yeah.
Pretty satisfied.
All right.
This is a good episode, though. I really, yeah. I hope this continues. I can't wait to do the challenge Australia.
I know.
Did we ever talk about that on air?
Because you know, so.
I don't think we've talked about that around me.
We haven't. There was some chatter.
Wild.
It's all not confirmed, but Tully, who is one of the one of the Australians from Big Brother Australia, that had popped on the pod.
Yeah.
It is rumored that she is to be on the Challenge Australia.
God, I hope so. I really hope so.
Oh my gosh, it would be so great. It would be so cool.
I saw it out there only a couple of places, and I don't know if those are like reputable places.
Right. I don't know Aussie gossip sites or anything like that.
Sure.
I don't know what to believe. I don't know what's real. But that would be very, very cool. But I definitely think we should cover that. It's the perfect crossover.
Love that.
I don't know that we need to cover the other two challenges. I feel like it could be overwhelming.
Yeah.
I mean, obviously, we're going to do the global one, right? We have to do the global.
Oh yeah, we have to.
We got to figure out a way to put that in. Yeah.
No, there's no question. We have to.
But Challenge Australia, we definitely should do. Those are our people. We love the Aussies here on Jury Duty.
Yeah, we really do. We really do.
I was actually looking up plane tickets on Priceline. Remember we were talking before about going, and there were like one-way tickets for like $1,200 or $1,300.
Very pricey.
I was finding some literally just the other day round trip for like $1,100.
Oh, that's much more reasonable.
Right. So we have a lot of chatting to do offline.
Okay.
That's a 24-hour flight, baby.
Right, maybe Jury Duty down under. No, but seriously, it's always a place I wanted to go anyway. But I just feel like this would be so much fun to do. And so super appropriate right now. So we should chat. That's a great place for our tax refunds to go.
Okay, I'm down to chat. To chat. Alrighty. Well, so what else we got going on? What's happening tomorrow? We got an eviction to go over, don't we? We'll be doing that
it's
tomorrow.
Not just one eviction. It's not just.
Oh, that's right. It is a double eviction.
It's the double,
this week
baby.
Is so weird.
Yeah,
but it's only an
hour.
A
1 hour double.
Yeah, 2 games being played at the same time. We missed everyone on Monday, so definitely can't wait to chat on tomorrow.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There's a lot to talk about. Between the wall yellers and this music being played, question mark, there's a lot to get into. So tomorrow's going to be a lot of fun. I'm excited. That's at 10:30.
10:30, right? Yeah,
10:30.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Watch the episode, tinkle, get a snack and a cup of tea and join us at 10:30.
Yeah. 10:30. All right. Well, thank you guys so much for hanging out tonight. I had lots of fun. Thank you to everyone that has watched, that has listened, that will watch, and that will listen. Thank you to you as well. If you want to find us on the socials, you can do so at BB Jury Duty. That's on Twitter and on Instagram. Or you can check out our website, bbjuryduty.com. All right. Thanks, everybody. We will see you soon.